I'm just waiting for 8 o'clock. Okay. Good evening, friends. A hearty welcome to all the students and the parents who are watching this session. Primarily, this session is for students who are going to join 11th standard now, or those who have passed 12th standard and thinking of doing chartered accountancy course or some other professional course. Let us try to understand various aspects out there. I will not be taking too much of your time. So हम क्या करेंगे कि 25-30 मिनट में मैं मेरा presentation cover कर लूंगा and then I will take up queries from you people so that all your doubts can be resolved. So I'm going to first discuss about various alternatives about career options in commerce, and then I shall go ahead with questions and answers. I'll keep a medium of instruction between English and Hindi so that everyone understands. बीच बीच में थोड़ा बहुत हिंदी में भी cover करूंगा, but there are certain things which are better in English only. So here we go. So first I will understand the various courses, then I'll tell you brief about Akathwam Academy and then questions and answers. So everything will get covered. Just a second. You should be able to see a presentation now. So we are basically going to talk about a world of commerce. बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है यार ये कॉमर्स में मतलब इतनी बहुत ज्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं है, कॉमर्स के अंदर लिमिटेड ऑप्शंस है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है. कुछ ऑप्शंस की बात आज हम करने वाले हैं. If you look at the Indian economy today, we are at somewhere about $2.7 trillion formal economy जो अपना है. Any questions I will answer at the end. So right now, don't waste your time in putting the comments. So at the end, I will answer all the questions. So अगर आप इंडिया की इकोनॉमी को देखेंगे आज, we are at somewhere about $2.7 trillion. A trillion is about 1,000 billions. And government of India is expecting this economy to go to about $5 trillion. Government of India is expecting this to go to $5 trillion over a period of time. मतलब ये ग्रोथ होने वाला है, बहुत ज्यादा ग्रोथ होने वाला है. We are talking, चलो कोविड के छोड़ दो, but गवर्नमेंट का अर्लियर टारगेट वाज 2025 we will be targeting about $5 trillion. हिस्टोरिकली अगर आप बाकी नेशंस को देखोगे, यूनाइटेड नेशंस, रशिया और यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, रशिया और चाइना, once a country reaches $5 trillion level, then the growth accelerates. आप बोलेंगे ये क्यों बता रहे आप? Normally when the economy size reaches this particular level, financial services sector gets a huge prominence. Financial services sector gets a huge prominence. So what you are trying to be in a commerce is a part of that financial services industry. So let us try to understand what are the options, career options available for this financial services sector. Whenever we are going to talk about career, you are going to look for job security should be there. There should be good salary because ultimately everything is being done for money. There should be decent job options available with you. Self employability होना चाहिए, मतलब ऑप्शन होना चाहिए कि अगर मेरे को जॉब नहीं करना है तो क्या मैं खुद के बेसिस पे कुछ प्रैक्टिस या सर्विस या कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रन कर सकता हूं. मैंने ऐसा कोर्स करना चाहिए जिसका ग्लोबल रिकॉग्निशन है. सो टुमारो इफ आई वांट टू मूव आउट ऑफ इंडिया, आई शुड बी एबल टू गेट जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज आउटसाइड इंडिया ऑल्सो. ये सब फैक्टर्स आप कंसिडर करोगे whenever you are going to look for career. And considering these factors, I'm going to give you various recommendations. So let us talk about various factors one by one. So broadly आपके पास दो कैटेगरी के ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल है. ऑप्शन वन, you can think of only plain graduation courses, plain vanilla graduation. बीकॉम हो सकता है वो, या बीबीए हो सकता है, या साइंस के स्टूडेंट्स है तो बैचलर ऑफ साइंस हो सकता है. बट गॉन आर द डेज व्हेन प्लेन ग्रेजुएशन was helpful or was getting you the jobs. Today, if I talk about, there are very limited aspects of plain graduation course. You complete a BCom and on the basis of the BCom, you are going to get a job. Probability is much lesser. चलो आपका वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस अच्छा रहेगा, you will be able to enjoy the life, but ultimately what is going to matter is, are you going to get good recognition and good job opportunities after completing graduation? So comparatively less. The other alternative is you pursue professional courses along with the graduation. So you pursue some professional courses along with graduation, maybe chartered accountancy, company secretary, cost and management accountant, chartered financial analyst, or whatever. Multiple courses are available. So you pursue those professional courses simultaneously along with the graduation. So in case your aptitude is more towards argumentation or debate, or you like to dwell upon descriptive areas, you are good in English, you can think about career in law. So commerce professionals do enter up in this law background. There is a huge opportunity opening up in corporate law. Government of India has implemented Companies Act 2013 plus Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code is introduced in 2016. Due to the GST being implemented in our country and demonetization, there is a lot of formalization of economy that has taken place. और ये सब चीजों की वजह से प्रोफेशनल्स, लॉ प्रोफेशनल्स की डिमांड बहुत बढ़ गई. एक सिंपल एग्जांपल लेते हैं. बहुत सारे बिजनेसेस को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का ड्राफ्टिंग करना होता है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सेंटर करने होते हैं विद देयर सप्लायर्स और कस्टमर्स और मे बी देयर एम्प्लॉइज. ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का ड्राफ्टिंग करने के लिए बहुत सारा आउटसोर्सिंग हो सकता है. टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ अ मीडिया कंपनी व्हिच हैज टू एंटर इनटू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विद द वेरियस आर्टिस्ट्स. सो यू नीड सम पर्सन who has a good understanding of commercial background and a legal background. It is a corporate law, it is a contract drafting, it could be arbitration. दो पार्टीज के बीच में झगड़ा चल रहा है, उस कमर्शियल डिस्प्यूट है. हम कोई मर्डर की बात नहीं कर रहे, खून खराबे की दुनिया की बात नहीं कर रहे. So we need solutions for such issues. So we need solutions. So we need someone who has that expertise of commercial background and legal background. So you can think of a career in law. It can be a plain LLB course or LLM course. Admissions to these law courses are normally done through the CLAT exam, just like a NEET exam is there for science. There is a common entrance exam here, common law admissions test, which is for 18 prominent national law universities. So some of the universities are also accepting state level exam like MH Law CET is there. So you can think of a LLB course, which is a 3-year course after the graduation. But if you are simultaneously going to pursue immediately after the 12th standard, it can be a 5-year course, integrated course is available. So in Pune city, ILS college is available, or the other prominent one from Bangalore is NLS National Law School, or Nalsar University from Hyderabad. So you have to do it from prominent college where it should not be distance learning. It should be preferably somewhere where you attend a college where you have a guidance from professor, where there is a substantial amount of debate. That is a career in law. So these are some top law schools in India. Nalsar University, ILS College, and National Law School in Bangalore. I have given the examples. Traditionally, MBA has been the option, but while choosing the MBA course or post-graduation diploma in management, you should look out for some new branches. So maybe something like logistics management or a supply chain management, or something could be about e-commerce management. So there are some niche MBA courses which have been started by some of the colleges. So you have to find out niche course. A typical human resource or finance MBA may not work going forward. So looking at your own understanding of skills over next, let's say 11th and 12th standard, you can think of a MBA course. This is post graduation, so you'll have to join this after graduation. So the problem with the MBA is those 3 years. See, 11th and 12th, you have a relaxed environment, plus again 3 years of graduation is more relaxed. So 5 years of relaxation, and thereafter you go ahead with the intense course of 2 years. That's a problematic. But post graduation, if you're thinking, MBA course option is available. Then there are 3 professional courses which are being the feather in the commerce stream. These are extremely popular courses: company secretary, cost and management accountant, and chartered accountancy. All these 3 courses have a few common points. These courses are not regulated by any university. These courses are regulated by the central government through a law of a parliament. So for chartered accountancy course, there is a law created, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India Act. For company secretary, similar law has been passed. And 3 premier institutes are created. 3 institutes अपने country में, और वो institutes इन courses को conduct करते हैं. As I told you, इनके लिए कोई college नहीं है, इनके लिए कोई university नहीं है. These are distance learning courses. So you have to register with the respective institute. And after registration with the respective institute, you have to plan your studies on your own and give examinations, study on your own. So you can take help of private coaching institutes, or you can study on your own. Choice is all up to you. ये distance learning courses है, company secretary, cost and management accountancy, and chartered accountancy. अब हर एक कोर्स एक अलग अलग ब्रांच के ऊपर फोकस कर रहा है. Company secretary is more focused on to legal aspects. Company secretary course is more focused on to legal or law aspects. It is more focused on to the corporate laws and commercial laws, or business laws as we call it. It may be contract law, it may be a law regarding negotiable instruments or sale of goods, partnership laws, or commercial taxation laws. So those laws are covered under the company secretary course. It involves more descriptive abilities rather than mathematical abilities. Chartered accountancy and cost and management accountancy require mathematical mindset or analytical mindset. There is a balancing between descriptive and numericals. Chartered accountancy course और cost management accountancy के लिए. But ये company secretary के लिए आपको डिस्क्रिप्टिव कैपेबिलिटीज की जरूरत थोड़ी सी ज्यादा है. डिस्क्रिप्टिव एंड न्यूमेरिकल. सो कुछ लोग होते हैं कि जिनको यार न्यूमेरिकल्स मेरे को पसंद नहीं, मेरे को आई डोंट वांट टू रिमेंबर फॉर्मूलाज, आई डोंट वांट टू पुट टू मच ऑफ स्ट्रेस ऑन माय ब्रेन इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैलकुलेशन. सो वो लोग यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. दीज आर कोर्सेस ऑन कॉर्पोरेट लॉज. दिस इज मोर फोकस ऑन कॉर्पोरेट लॉ. सो दिस कोर्स इज अगेन डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पार्ट्स: foundation program, executive program, and a professional program. Foundation, you can register after your 12th standard is over or a 10+2 is over. Examination is conducted after 12th standard. June and December, twice exam is conducted, June month and December month. So you can register for a December examination after your 12th standard is over. Then you can go for executive program and then professional program. So overall duration of the course is approximately 3 years after your 12th standard is over, and thereafter you have to do an internship of 1 year after completing professional course in case you want to get a degree of licentiate company secretary. There are two versions, associate and licentiate. तो बेसिकली 3 साल का है. मेजॉरिटी persons who pass out this company secretary course end up doing their own practice or work with some corporates for the purpose of their in-house legal department or legal team. Legal aspects, taxation aspects is what you are going to look after. The details of the course can be accessed through the website given below, www.icsi.edu. दूसरा कोर्स है कॉस्ट एंड मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट. हर एक बिजनेस को मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग का जरूरत होता है. मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग इज बेसिकली गेटिंग इनसाइट इनटू योर प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी. मैं बिजनेस कर रहा हूं लेकिन मेरा प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी कैसा है, मेरा कॉस्ट कहां पे जा रहा है, कॉस्ट रिडक्शन कहां पर पॉसिबल है, हाउ डू आई इंप्रूव माय प्रॉफिट मार्जिन्स, माय रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड. आई नीड समवन to assist me in terms of number crunching of especially costs and then the strategies to take my business ahead. So for this angle, there is another course, cost and management accountant. Here, practice option is lesser. After you complete the cost and management accountancy, you have to look for a job in companies, large size companies. प्रैक्टिस का ऑप्शन कम है. कंपनी सेक्रेटरी और चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी इन कोर्सेस में प्रैक्टिस पॉसिबल है. लाइक कंपनी सेक्रेटरी का कोर्स जो है वहां पर यू कैन एंड अप practicing as a company secretary. There are a lot of reports under the company law where you require signature or a certificate from company secretary. Like under income tax law, you require a certificate from a chartered accountant on a variety of issues. तो वैसे ही कंपनी सेक्रेटरी से आपको सर्टिफिकेशन चाहिए होता है. तो वैसे कॉस्ट और मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट जो है उससे सर्टिफिकेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट बहुत कम है. उसको बोलता है कॉस्ट ऑडिट. वेरी फ्यू सिचुएशंस यू रिक्वायर अ कॉस्ट ऑडिट. सो प्राइमरली ये जो लोग होते हैं कॉस्ट एंड मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंट, CMA, इनको जॉब या सर्विस करना पड़ेगा किसी कंपनी के पास. दिस कोर्स अगेन हैज 3 levels: CMA foundation level, intermediate level, and final level. So after 10+2, you can enroll for foundation. In terms of level of difficulty, if I talk about among these 3 courses, chartered accountancy will come at the top, then maybe CMA course, and then company secretary course. So if you are looking from that particular angle. So CMAs are primarily required in the manufacturing industry or maybe in a service industry also. So 3 courses are there. And the third one that I'm talking about is the chartered accountancy. So चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी कोर्स के बारे में बहुत सारे लोगों को एक पहले खौफ रहता है. मतलब भाई सीए होता नहीं है, मतलब बहुत टफ कोर्स है ये. दिस इज वन ऑफ द टफेस्ट कोर्स इन आवर कंट्री. इट इज एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग. देयर इज मिसकंसेप्शन. इफ आई टेल यू passing percentage about chartered accountancy course, if 100 students join, roughly 15 to 25, 15 से 25 लोग सीए बन जाते हैं. हाँ बोलेगे सर हमने तो सुना था 2 या 3% रिजल्ट लगता है, 3-4% रिजल्ट लगता है. करेक्ट. जो आपने सुना है वो क्या है, एक स्टूडेंट सीए कोर्स को ज्वाइन किया, 3 लेवल्स है, फाउंडेशन, इंटरमीडिएट एंड फाइनल. ये तीनों लेवल्स एक ही मतलब फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में पास होना. पहला एग्जाम दिया फाउंडेशन का, पास हो गया, इंटर का दिया, पास हो गया, फाइनल दिया, पास हो गया. ये तीनों लेवल एक अटेम्प्ट में पास करने वाले 4 से 5% हो सकते हैं. बट you may take one extra attempt in some course. Let's say you may take some extra attempt for CA final or CA intermediate. और वैसे अगर मैं टोटल कंसिडर करूं तो रफली एक 15 से 25% लोग अपने कंट्री में सीए बन जाते हैं. तो पहले ये तुम्हारे दिमाग से हटा दो कि बहुत कम पासिंग परसेंटेज है. Out of 100 students who join the CA course, unfortunately many students do not take a requisite efforts. Like मैं डेली बेसिस पे देखता हूं almost 20 to 25% students are absent on an average in any batch. Not only during COVID, prior to COVID also, during COVID also. मतलब ये बच्चे जो है एडमिशन लेते हैं, कोर्स करने का डिसाइड करते हैं, लेकिन somehow they drop for whatever the reasons best known to them. I am not able to understand. ये कोर्स या कोई भी कोर्स लो, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी लो, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी लो, कॉस्ट मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटेंसी लो, all the courses syllabus is known to you. They are not like IAS or UPSC examinations where there is a ranking done, and on the basis of ranking, top 200 students or top 1000 students or top 1500 students are only selected. ये courses में आपका ranking नहीं है. There is no comparison done with the other students. You have to secure 50% marks. 50% is a passing. Your performance is in your hands. But unfortunately, students do not pay due attention. Out of 100, in my opinion, this is my personal opinion, over the years I observed around 20 to 25 students who join the CA course are born to fail, or they plan to fail. Rather than born, I'll say plan to fail. They don't fail, they plan to fail. How do they plan to fail? By not doing appropriate studies or by not taking appropriate hard work, appropriate efforts. So अगर आप ये 25 बच्चों को छोड़ दोगे, 100 में से 25 प्लान टू फेल, निकाल दो उनको जरा, रह गए 75 स्टूडेंट्स. अगर 75 में से 15 से 20 बच्चे पास हो रहे हैं, तो आप कैसे बोल सकते हो कि ये कोर्स डिफिकल्ट है? हर एक को तो पास होना पॉसिबल नहीं है, बिकॉज हर एक का जो एप्टीट्यूड होता है और जो कोर्स की रिक्वायरमेंट्स है वो मैच नहीं होती है. आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि ये कोर्स बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. अब मैं आपको कुछ स्टैटिस्टिक्स दिखाना चाहता हूं. यू विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई देयर इज अ ह्यूज अपॉर्चुनिटी. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द पॉपुलेशन and compare with the chartered accountants, in the developed part of the world there are 15 to 20 chartered accountants per 10,000 population. But if I talk about India, we have just 2 to 2.5 chartered accountants per 1 lakh or per 10,000 population. Is just number of chartered accountants in India is just 3 lakh as on today. How much? 3 lakh chartered accountants only. अब आप सोचो, over the years, number of persons who are going to require services or businesses which are going to require services of chartered accountants is going to increase. हमारे कंट्री के अंदर लगभग 1 करोड़ जीएसटी टैक्स पेयर्स है. हर एक को चलो सर्विस की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, बट अगर 15 से 20 लाख लोगों को भी सर्विस की जरूरत पड़ी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के, ऑडिट नहीं है लेकिन कंसल्टेंसी का सर्विस लग सकता है, तुम्हारा रिटर्न कंप्लायंस का सर्विस लग सकता है, डिस्प्यूट्स होते हैं बिटवीन बिजनेसेस एंड गवर्नमेंट, वो डिस्प्यूट्स के लिए आपको ट्रिब्यूनल लेवल या कोर्ट लेवल पे प्रिपरेशन करने की जरूरत पड़ सकती है. टैक्स पेयर्स हमारे कंट्री में लगभग 5 करोड़ टैक्स पेयर्स है, वो नंबर बढ़ने वाला है. वी आर रफली अराउंड 17 lakh कंपनीज. फॉर एवरी कंपनी देयर इज अ स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट रिक्वायर्ड. और बहुत सारे लोग ये सोचते हैं कि चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट जो है ना वो सिर्फ कंप्लायंस करता है. इट इज एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग. इफ आई लुक एट द ओवरऑल लेट्स से इनकम ऑफ लार्ज चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी फर्म, 25% of their income comes from compliance, complying with the law, like doing audit or filing tax audit returns or something like that. A large part of chartered accountants' income comes from consultancy services. Like there are chartered accountancy firms which give consultancy as to managing your business or fundraising. Business को funds की जरूरत है तो fundraising करना है, या आपको वैल्यूएशन करना है बिजनेस एंटिटी का, या 2 बिजनेस एंटिटी का मर्जर करना है, या टैक्स का प्लानिंग करना है, ये कंसल्टेंसी का पार्ट होता है. या बिजनेस का मेरे को रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग करना है, कॉस्ट का ऑप्टिमाइजेशन करना है. सो बहुत सारा कंसल्टेंसी सर्विसेज होता है. ईआरपी पैकेज मुझे इंप्लीमेंट करना है, सिस्टम्स का ऑडिट चाहिए मुझे. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एरियाज वेयर अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट प्लेज अ रोल. दीज थिंग्स मे नॉट बी कवर्ड एक्सक्लूसिवली इन द syllabus as such, but over a period of time the skill sets that you acquire as a CA student or as a chartered accountant help you in giving these services to the businesses. तो जब आपका इकोनॉमी बढ़ने वाला है, मैंने जैसे शुरुआत में बोला, आज हमारा जीडीपी है 2.7 ट्रिलियन एंड इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू बिकम 5 ट्रिलियन. जब ये 2.7 ट्रिलियन से 5 ट्रिलियन पे जाओगे आप, when you go from 2.7 trillion to what 5 trillion, you will observe that requirement for financial services sector or requirement of finance professionals in our country will increase substantially increase होगा. तो मैं आपको चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी स्कोर की ये मैंने आपको बैकग्राउंड बोला कि क्यों जरूरत है अपने कंट्री को, स्कीम बोल रहा हूं, स्ट्रक्चर बोल रहा हूं. You can register for the CA course after passing 10th standard. Immediately after passing 10th standard, you can register if you want, but examination is not after 10th standard. Remember that examination is after 12th standard only. You can register with ICAI at any point of time after you pass 10th standard, but examination of CA foundation, which is your first stage of the CA course, will be after 12th standard. ये एग्जाम साल में 2 बार कंडक्ट किया जाता है, मई एग्जाम और नवंबर एग्जाम में. I am sharing one link of the WhatsApp group which I created for you people. So उस कोर्स वहां पर जो भी आपके डाउट्स है सब कुछ है, आप वहां पे पूछ सकते हो. So यहाँ पर नीचे देखो एक लिंक चल रहा है, so you can join on that particular link. So just a second. सो वहां पर मैं आपको जो भी डाउट्स है या डिटेल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन अगर आपको चाहिए किसी को कोई भी कोर्स के बारे में, आई आंसर ऑल योर डाउट्स देयर. सो ये ग्रुप आपको नीचे लिंक आपको मिल जाएगा, सो यू कैन ज्वाइन अप दैट पर्टिकुलर व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. सो एंड आई विल आंसर. सो फर्स्ट स्टेज इज 12th स्टैंडर्ड के लिए आप अपियर करो, उसके बाद आप एग्जाम दे सकते हो. रजिस्ट्रेशन आप 10th के बाद ही कर सकते हो. साल में 2 बार एग्जाम के लिया जाएगा, मई एग्जाम एंड नवंबर एग्जाम. तो मई महीने में जब आप एग्जाम देना चाहते हो इसके लिए रजिस्ट्रेशन करना पड़ेगा 4 months बिफोर द एग्जाम. जनरल थंब रूल इज 4 months बिफोर द एग्जाम यू शुड रजिस्टर. सो बाय 31st December of the previous year you should register for the May exam, and for November exam it is by 30th of June of the previous year or 30th of June of that same year. Then after you appear in CA foundation exam. Once you pass CA foundation, you register with the next level, which is intermediate. Then appear for intermediate examination. You pass intermediate examination. Then there are some soft skill program, communication skills program, and computer training program that you have to do during your holidays. Then you register for articleship, which is a training with a chartered accountant for 3 years. And after that training is over, or during the last 6 months of the training, you appear for CA final exam, and then it is passing CA final and you become a chartered accountant. So roughly कितना टाइम पीरियड है? 12th के बाद CA फाउंडेशन के लिए आप 6 महीने पकड़ो, 6 months. You consider 6 months for CA foundation, or you can give it immediately. It may be 3 months also, because if you decide to give it in month of May, 12th standard आपका फरवरी या मार्च में हो जाएगा और CA फाउंडेशन मई में आएगा. देन इफ यू डिसाइड इन नवंबर 6 महीने लगेंगे. देन इंटरमीडिएट इज 1 year. देन योर आर्टिकलशिप इज 3 years, एंड आर्टिकलशिप में ही आपको CA फाइनल का एग्जाम देना है. सो अबाउट 4 years आफ्टर 12th standard, or 4.5 years depending on when you give a foundation examination or when you start. So roughly 4 years to 4.5 years is a time period that I am talking about for the purpose of chartered accountancy course. So this is your input output ratio I talked about. 100 students if they join CA course, 20 to 25 or 15 to 25 students do become a CA. This is not in a first attempt. This is ultimately they do become a chartered accountant. There are other courses which focus on specific sector. Actuaries is a course which focuses on insurance sector specifically. Certified Financial Analyst CFA. This is a course which focuses primarily on finance management or only and exclusively corporate finance. So these are the courses post graduation. Actuary course you can start after 12th standard also. It is the insurance sector. It is one of the cream of the cream courses. India has got about 700 actuaries only. These are the persons who plan and create insurance policies. Actuary salary is also very high, but remember, your mathematical mindset has to be extremely strong. After 12th standard, you can think of actuary course. Actuarial Society of India conducts this particular course. Chartered Financial Planner is about personal finance. CFA was about corporate finance. CFP, Chartered Certified Financial Planner, is about personal finance. These are courses, other courses that you can think of. In all these courses, you need to have analytical mind, good communication skills, because see, degree is going to help you just getting a job or just starting a practice and get the clients. But उससे grow करने के लिए आपको ये personality traits चाहिए. You need to have hardworking attitude, patience you need to keep in professional courses. You need to have self-confidence, commitment towards the course. You have to have optimism, courage, ambition. ये traits होना जरूरी है. Briefly about Akathwam. So in Akathwam, it is a team of experienced senior teachers. So we have Professor S.M. Joshi, who is teaching accountancy, law, economics for 11th and 12th standard for last 35 years. We have Professor Girish Joshi. I'll introduce each one of them to you a little while. Who's teaching mathematics for about 32 years. Professor Sucharit Rajadhyaksha is teaching economics for about 28 odd years. Manish Tardeja, chartered accountant, he's teaching accountancy subject for about 20 years. I'm teaching accountancy for around 14 years, accountancy and some subject at intermediate and final level. So you will have an experience of senior teachers when it is, you will be at Akathwam. It will be quality in terms of everything that you do. You can get a feedback from our past students and you'll understand. There will be regular testing, productive use of technology will always be available for your doubt solving. There are proven results of 11th standard, 12th standard and the CA foundation. You'll come across these results. There are regular discussions that you can have as a parent. If you're there, you want to talk to any of the faculty members, you can just coordinate with the staff and we'll have a meeting, not a problem. Picnic celebration for extracurricular activities are there. Our passing percentages are substantially higher than the institutes or Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for CA course. So these are roughly about 1.5 to 2 times of ICAI at all the levels. These are some of the rankers which are taught by us. We just don't focus on the merit rank. It is more about personality development, more about getting skills, more about getting through the course. In the 12th standard also, toppers from Akathwam are there in the board. So toppers from the Pune board for last 6-7 years have been studied from our faculty members. There are so many students who have got 100 out of 100 marks in accountancy, maths. So we are available for coaching services at Indulal Complex in Navi Pet or at Parmar Trade Center in the camp for 11th, 12th standard and CA foundation. Intermediate and CA final is at a Prestige Point location, Bajira Road. But due to the COVID, live online lectures are also available. We will be having a batch of CA foundation starting from 4th of October 2021, which will be live face-to-face as well as live online on Zoom also. 11th standard batches are starting from 13th of September, that is next week. For all the details, you just join the WhatsApp group, the link given below. You'll get all the details there after this session is over. So we have Professor S.M. Joshi, who is going to teach various subjects in 11th, 12th standard level and the CA foundation level with a teaching experience of 33 years. Professor Girish Joshi is a mathematician. He'll be teaching you mathematics in 11th and 12th standard and the CA foundation and operations research at CA final level. Myself, C. Abhishek Zavre, I'll teach accounting at foundation and some various subjects at inter and CA final level. Professor Sucharit Rajadhyaksha will be teaching you economics in 12th standard as well as CA foundation. He has an experience of 24 years. So as I told you, we have a great team of faculty members with a great experience, and our only job is coaching. We are not into any other activity. Full time we are dedicated to coaching profession. CA Manish Tardeja, he will be teaching OCM at 11th and 12th standard level. and accountancy at CA foundation level. CA Subodh Shah sir, he will be teaching you income tax or taxation subject and costing at CA final level, intermediate and final level. CA Rishabh Jain, who will be teaching you subject of business commercial knowledge at CA foundation and auditing strategic management at intermediate level and auditing and at CA final level. CA Prasad Zavre, Prasad sir takes at camp. He looks after the camp location. 11th standard and 12th standard accounts and economics will be handled by him. Similarly in CA foundation also. Dr. Mrs. Disha Rajadhyaksha, she'll be taking a subject of business correspondence and reporting. So as I told you, in all these, you will be in a safer hands when you will be at Akathwam. So you will get the details of all the batches. Just join that course. Now I will take up your doubts. If you have any doubts, just type in a comment box. There is one doubt from Shlok. Sir, how much maximum time does it take to become a chartered accountancy? There is no limit on maximum time. But I told you, minimum time 4 to 4.5 years. That is depending on when you start. In my opinion, if you are not able to clear a particular level in 2-3 exams, you should be quitting the course and you should be looking for alternative. There is no point in doing a CA course till the age of 30 or 35. So you should try out. If it doesn't work out, okay, call it a quit and go for something else. It's not that you're married to the chartered accountancy course. But roughly minimum 4.5 years is what time you should take after 12th standard. So as there is a doubt, will the batches be face-to-face? Yes, there will be batches face-to-face with a limited number of students. We'll allow only the students who are vaccinated and with the appropriate social distancing will be kept. And the same batches will be broadcasted live also. So details you will get once you join that particular WhatsApp group. We'll share the details with you, or you can contact office staff number. They'll share the details with you. Sir, what are the opportunities after intermediate examination? See, once you clear the intermediate examination, you have an opportunity for doing an articleship of 3 years. So that 3 years of articleship, even if you don't complete a CA final, you can do good number of accounting jobs or good number of compliance practice like tax returns filing or other things, and you can make a good livelihood. It's provided you have good decent computer knowledge and good understanding of compliance environment, taxation and auditing requirements. You can still get to do it after 12th standard. After your intermediate exam is over. Sir, guide for direct entry. Aman Sheikh, I will request you to join this particular WhatsApp group. I will share the entire direct entry. Everything remains same, but it is after direct entry is an option available. After you finish a graduation, you will be exempted from foundation course and you will be getting direct entry in the intermediate course. But you have to do articleship of 9 months first, and then only your intermediate examination will come. There are detailed steps that are required for direct entry, which are a bit different from this. So I will share on the WhatsApp group. Please join up there. I will share the requirements to complete the chartered accountancy course. Sir, I got 79% in a 10th standard. Can I become a chartered accountant? Please remember, your marks in 10th standard really don't matter. I got 64 or 66%. I don't remember exactly. 64, 66 somewhere in 10th standard. I completed chartered accountancy. There's no problem in the first one go. So your marks in 10th and 12th really do not matter, because those marks are not the real and like they're not reflection of what skills you need for chartered accountancy. In 10th standard, you might have done time pass. It's okay. It's okay. You have enjoyed life. It's okay. Now you have got realization that, oh, now I need to be serious. I need to do something about life. It's okay. So your marks about 10th standard do not matter. What matter? This course is not very, very difficult. Syllabus मालूम है तुमको, syllabus का length बहुत ज्यादा है. Difficulty level नहीं है. Length, volume of the syllabus बहुत ज्यादा है. तो आपको consistently पढ़ना पड़ता है और आपको never say die attitude चाहिए. कोई कॉन्सेप्ट आपने पहली बार पढ़ा, नहीं समझा, इट्स ओके. आस्क योर फ्रेंड्स, आस्क टीचर, आस्क डाउट्स, रीड अगेन, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. एंड एक 5-10% चीजें ऐसी रहेगी जो आपको नहीं समझेंगी. इट्स ओके, इट्स ओके. एग्जामिनेशन में पासिंग के लिए आपको 100 आउट ऑफ 100 नहीं चाहिए. इवन इफ यू सिक्योर 50% मार्क्स, यू आर पास. तो थोड़ा बहुत चीजें नहीं आए तो भी चलता है. तो 10th के मार्क्स और 12th के मार्क्स ऐसा मायने नहीं रखते. Sir, I'm in 12th standard. I want to join a foundation course. Okay. So batch is starting from 4th of October. The detailed instructions I'll share on the WhatsApp group. I had shared the link of the WhatsApp group. So Parth, please join there. So you'll get the batch details, because I can't share the details out here uh, because there is a PDF file, a detailed file is there. So I'll share the detailed file on the WhatsApp group. So how does one decide which course you should take? See, if you're someone who gets stressed very immediately with the volume of the syllabus, or you are not interested in working too much of time, look for some course like company secretary or cost and management accountancy or MBA course, or some BB graduation course, and then looking for some specialization in some area, rather than going for a whole and exclusive professional course. But you are someone who is willing to work hard, analytical mindset, you aspire a lot of things, chartered accountancy could be the cup of tea for you. So while deciding, you should look at आपका माइंडसेट का बेंड क्या है. अगर आप ऐसे थोड़े से डर, सीए कोर्स में क्या होता है ना, बच्चा वॉल्यूम जो है ना सिलेबस का वो देख के डर जाता है. वो शुरुआत से पढ़ाई, सी 10th 12th स्टैंडर्ड तक क्या है, आपने आखिरी 1-2 महीने पढ़ाई करके पास किया. बट ये प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेस में ऐसा नहीं होता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई. सो कितने अटेम्प्ट तक वेट करना चाहिए? It depends on person to person. In my opinion, 3 attempts is maximum. If you are not able to clear something in the 3 attempts, you should call it a quit. But that's like, you may, if you are not able to manage the volume, let's say in intermediate and final, there is an option that is provided. Like there are 8 papers in intermediate, there are 8 papers in final, also 8 papers are there. If you are not able to crack all 8 papers in one go, you have option of giving 4 papers in one examination and another 4 papers in another examination. So, sir, can we get a demo lectures on YouTube? We do not have a concept of demo lectures. So you can contact office staff. There is access of Zoom links. So those Zoom links will be provided to you by staff. So be rest assured, Abhijit, the students that we have with us are the faculty which we have. You will fall madly in love with our teaching style. So no problem. But if you still want to see it, there is a Zoom link that will be available, which will be provided to you by the staff. You can get in touch with the staff. They will help you out. Not a problem. Sir, which is the best course to be done in hand along with the CA, other than MBA? So if you want to do something along with the chartered accountancy, please remember you can do only one course other than the CA course. So you are doing a graduation. After graduation is over, you can think of doing chartered financial analyst, which is in corporate finance, or you can do financial risk management, or you can think of doing some course on international taxation, which is a hot field right now. So this thing you will understand after you finish your CA intermediate. After you finish your CA intermediate, during articleship, you will finish your graduation somewhere. And at that point of time, depending on your liking, whether you are liking finance more or management accounting more or taxation more, at that point of time, you should take a decision. Sir, please tell about skills that a chartered accountant must have. Exceptionally good analytical skills, exceptionally good communication skills. Then very important, hard working attitude, because you may not understand everything during the first go, or when you do a business or when you do a practice, you may not get a clients in the very first go. So that hard working attitude is required. And on top of this, huge confidence in your own abilities and concentration. I have summed up in the form of 6 C's. You need a common sense, you need a concentration capabilities, you need a creativity, you need a conceptual clarity, you need consistency. You need consistency, and finally you need a commitment. So for getting this, sir, do we have a batch of 11th standard in the evening? No, the next, we have already had a batch in evening which is started. The last batch of 11th standard is starting from 13th of September, which is in the morning. So if you have problem of just some days, those days you can watch a recorded lectures also. So what we provide, live lecture will be conducted, that will be broadcasted, and the recordings will also be provided to you. Sir, how about how do we do articleship in investment banking profile? Normally, articleship is in typical auditing field or taxation fields. In investment banking, articleship options are normally not available. There are very few. So you can think of industrial training. During 3 years of articleship, first 1.5 years, you can do articleship with a chartered accountant, and the last 1.5 year, you can think of industrial training. There you can get it in something like Credit Suisse or some finance firm. Like, you have to look out at that point of time. So, sir, how is a future for insolvency and resolution professional planning to do after a chartered accountancy? See, insolvency and resolution professional you can become only after 10 years of experience after completing a CA. It is not immediately after a CA. So immediately after completing a CA, you can work with someone, but not become a insolvency and resolution professional yourself. Scope, I see right now there is a huge scope, because right now we are doing a cleanup of corporate balance sheets in our country. But growth rate, scope will remain, but the growth rate will saturate. That is what I personally believe, because beyond a point of time, these insolvency proceedings, once it is standardized and once it becomes a standard law, scope will come, scope will remain, but the growth rate जो अभी दिख रहा है उतना growth rate future में नहीं रहेगा. Sir, is it okay to opt out of CA foundation if I am in the SY BCom? I will not recommend, because even if you are in SY BCom, you can think of a CA foundation, because foundation course से जो आपको सीखने को चीजें मिलेगी वो आपको इंटरमीडिएट के लिए हेल्प करेगी, rather than direct entry. You can go, I will prefer a route of CA foundation, because mathematical mindset जो होता है, analytical mindset वो create होता है. Sir, what are the opportunities after foundation? Like, if we can't clear intermediate, very less opportunities, to be very frank. So if you just clear the foundation on the basis of just the foundation, opportunities are lesser. So in order to get a reasonable opportunities, at least intermediate course should be cleared and articleship should be completed. Just foundation, no. So course की fees कितनी है? As I recommended, please join this group. Fees, batch schedule, all these details I'll share on this particular group. So there is a group out here. Please join this, Rohit. I will share all the details there after the lecture is over. So can anyone send a link of the group? Group का link वहां पर है. HTTPS, आपके ब्राउजर में जाइए, ब्राउजर में HTTPS /bit.ly/EKT8SEP ये टाइप करिए, ऑटोमेटिकली विल जॉइन व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. So there is another doubt, sir. How does artificial intelligence and automation will affect a chartered accountancy? Will it reduce the scope of the work? Good question, Gautam Patil. AI and automation will reduce the scope for compliance work of a chartered accountancy. Compliance का जो काम होता है ना, रूटीन काम, ऑडिट वाला काम हो गया या सर्टिफिकेट जनरेट करने वाला काम हो गया, वो कम हो जाएगा. बट रिमेंबर, देयर इज अ ह्यूज अपॉर्चुनिटी इन दिस. ब्लॉकचेन और the new technologies, emerging technologies which are coming up, robotic process automation or artificial intelligence, ये कॉमर्स में या फाइनेंस में अगर ये प्रोसेसेस आपको क्रिएट करनी है, तो क्रिएट करने के लिए भी दिमाग चाहिए ना बेटा. तो वो दिमाग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के पास होगा. सो ब्लॉकचेन इज नथिंग बट अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड लेजर. Chartered accountants are well versed. You may not be knowing technology, you may not be knowing coding. Blockchain is not equal to cryptocurrency only, but there is a great application of a blockchain in terms of record maintenance, in terms of authenticating real estate transactions, lot of things. So where a chartered accountant can play a role. So it will reduce the jobs for compliance work, but it will increase the job for those who can create these technologies, who can implement these technologies. So just to give you any information, TCS and Infosys, they increased their hiring of chartered accountants substantially in the recent past for the purpose of implementing various ERP packages or tools. So how do we clear an online doubt? It's very easy. During the lecture itself, you can ask a doubt, just like you people are asking doubt right now. During online lectures, we allow you chat box. You can ask a doubt there, or you can unmute yourself and interact with the faculty members. It's very easy. So Sir, can you tell me what chartered accountants as an entrepreneur does? I'll give you an example. Do you know in Pune city there was one company earlier called the KPIT Technologies, or now it is called the Birla Soft. It is run by a chartered accountant, Mr. Ravi Pandit, or CA Ravi Pandit. He is a chartered accountant. He did not have any forefathers, but he went on into implementation of technologies. If you know Kumar Mangalam Birla, he is a chartered accountant. He manages entire Birla group of companies. So there I can give you numerous examples where chartered accountants are in a business role. Whether it is a financial services sector like banking companies, mutual funds, stock exchanges. The head of National Stock Exchange, NSE, is a chartered accountant. So you will find out lot of businesses being run by chartered accountants. So that's what I told you. Public has opinion that chartered accountant is equal to tax, is equal to audit. That is wrong. It's like, yeah, tum bolte ho doctor is only about doing a surgery. It's not. Doctor does a lot of things other than surgery or giving you medicine. He can change your life. He is lifesaver also. He can do a good number of research. Someone who practices medicine, he can go into a research also. He can do a good research. He can do a lot of research onto preventive healthcare mechanisms. So ऐसे ही CA जो है वो सिर्फ compliance नहीं देखता है. Compliance छोड़ के बाकी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं वो chartered accountant देखता है. So CPA exams are now available in India. Can you please guide about CA versus CPA? If you're looking for a job in a foreign country or some multinational firm, then the CPA may help you. But you're looking for a job in India, then you will have to look for a chartered accountancy course. CPA is a country specific, like CPA, US CPA, agar aap karoge, it'll give you knowledge about US commercial environment or taxation environment in United States. But if you're looking for a job in India, then you have to look for chartered accountancy course, because in India, CPAs do not have certifying authority or signing authority. So depending on your objective, if you're looking for foreign country, abroad job, CPA can help you. But remember, visa. When you look for a job in the foreign country, the biggest problem is getting a visa. And because if the requisite number of professionals are available in that foreign country, they'll not prefer Indians there. So that's why you need a high quality education. Chartered accountancy and good experience in India can help you to get into companies abroad. And for your information, chartered accountancy course in India is going to help you in getting jobs in majority of the countries. If you are CA from India, you can get a CA degree from England very easily by just giving few papers of England examination. Similarly, Canada, you can give few papers and you can get a degree in Canada, you can get a degree in New Zealand, you can get a degree in Australia. But ultimately what matters is, are you going to get a job there? Because that depends on the visa or other opportunities. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, you can think of a CPA course, not a problem. How much is the money required for chartered accountancy course? The entire course will cost you hardly about, in the CA course, you earn the income also by way of a stipend during articleship. So if I deduct the stipend, the cost of the CA course will be roughly 2 lakh rupees. Just 2 lakh for all 4 years. Agar stipend nahi karunga, the foundation will cost you somewhere around 80,000 rupees. Intermediate will somewhere cost around 1,40,000, and CA final roughly around 1,50,000. So 80, 140 and 150, as simple as that. So in terms of cost, the cost of chartered accountants, this cost is, I'm telling you, including the coaching. So CA course in terms of monetary cost is comparatively lesser, but in terms of efforts, it is more. Rohit Mandage, please understand, fees ka jo details hai, I will share on the group. Please join the link on this particular group. You will get all the details of the fees. Don't spam the entire comment box. Sir, if we do more than one course along with the CA, can we keep ICA uninformed? Legally, answer is no. If you are allowed to do only one course in addition to do CA course, that too with the permission of the institute, you have to inform institute in the form number 112. If you do not inform the institute, your degree may be suspended or cancelled, or appropriate legal action may be taken against you by the institute at any point of time. They do have the right. What is BBA IB? BBA IB is on investment banking. In case you are looking for chartered accountancy course or some professional course, I will not recommend BBA course. I will recommend BCom course, because the timings of the BBA course and the timings of the articleship do clash with each other. Sir, recently Infosys declared that they wish that CAs who have cleared in the 2 attempts. What is your opinion about it? Infosys keeps on hiring large number of chartered accountants for implementing their banking software. Finacle is a banking software that Infosys runs. So they keep on hiring large number of chartered accountants for the same. Is it necessary to take maths in 11th standard? Very good doubt, Archit Khandelwal. See, for chartered accountancy course, it is not mandatory that you should have the maths in 11th and 12th. Legally mandatory nahi hai, but it is recommended that you take a maths in 11th and 12th standard, because in CA course मैथमेटिक्स इज कंपलसरी. इन सीए कोर्स मैथ्स इज कंपलसरी. तो अगर आपने 11 12 में मैथ्स लिया तो आपको आगे जाके आसानी जाएगी. तो 11th का कॉलेज आप जब एडमिशन लोगे तो इंश्योर दैट यू कैन गेट अ मैथमेटिक्स इन दैट कॉलेज, बिकॉज अनफॉर्चुनेटली इन कॉमर्स तुमको मैथ्स चाहिए लेकिन कॉलेज को मैथ्स नहीं सिखाना है. ऐसा बहुत बार होता है. कॉलेज हैज सम डिविजन्स फॉर मैथ्स एंड सम डिविजन्स फॉर सेक्रेटरियल प्रैक्टिस. एसपी करके एक सब्जेक्ट है जो maths is much more preferred, because maths gives you opening for CA course, MBA course or other courses जहां पर आगे जाके quantitative aptitude लगता है. So please select a college for 11th standard which has mathematics. Sir, if I am a science student after 12th standard, can I do CA? Yes, there are a lot of students from science who come up here and do complete the chartered accountancy course, do complete the CA course. सो हम उनके लिए बेसिक अकाउंट का कोर्स लेते हैं. उनको अकाउंटेंसी का सब्जेक्ट जो है थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट जाता है इनिशियली, पहले इनिशियल 2 months, बट ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम देयर मैथमेटिक्स इज गुड. सी कॉमर्स के बच्चों को मैथ्स थोड़ा टफ जाता है जनरली स्पीकिंग, साइंस के बच्चों को अकाउंट टफ जाएगा, बट यू कैन डू, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. अकाउंट्स जो है वो ग्रास करना, 11 12 का जो अकाउंट्स है वो ग्रास करना पड़ता है. हम उनके लिए अलग से कोर्स लेते हैं बेसिक अकाउंट करके. Sir, being a CA aspirant, which platform is the best for investment or to gain a knowledge? Zerodha Varsity and FinShots, more than enough. Sir, can you guide about US CMA course? US का CMA नहीं है, CPA course होता है. So you can think about US CPA course, but remember, you should have getting the business visa or the work visa there can be a challenge in United States, because if they have requisite professionals from their country, they will not allow give you visas for foreign professional. H1B1 visa जो होता है वो lottery system या randomly change होता है. So you must have highly qualified experience. Plus, see, if you are looking for going abroad, I will suggest chartered accountancy course and doing a job with MNC. Some MNC in let's say there are many foreign companies which are working in India. So get into those MNCs. It could be software consultancy firm, it could be financial services firm, manufacturing sector, anything, FMCG, any sector. Get on to that particular firm and then look for transfer from India abroad. Those who are thinking of leaving India or those who are thinking of going foreign or US dreams jinke hai. So rather than just doing on the basis of education can be very, very tough. बिकॉज आप जब एजुकेशन इंडिया में लोगे, इंडिया में काम करना शुरू करोगे, आप आपके स्किल्स को बहुत सारा पॉलिश करोगे, and once you prove that you have metal, you have capability, then going abroad becomes much easier because you have recommendation from your employer rather than ये कोर्स कंप्लीट किया, ये मेरे पास सिर्फ डिग्री है, ये सर्टिफिकेट है, मेरे को जॉब को ले लो. बहुत मुश्किल है रे. फ्रेशर को वहां पर हायर करना बहुत मुश्किल है. सो ये आप जो देखते हैं ना हेडलाइंस, ये दिस कंपनी हायर्ड दिस IITN और समथिंग, वो IIT वाले लोग उनके वहां पर वो रिक्विजिट प्रोफेशनल नहीं होता इसलिए हायर करते हैं. कॉमर्स में उनके वहां पर रिक्विजिट प्रोफेशनल्स है, तो आप यहां पर ज्वाइन करके पहले आपके क्रेडेंशियल्स, आपकी क्वालिटी कैपेबिलिटी प्रूव करो, फिर आपको ट्रांसफर मिलता है आराम से. बट प्रूव योरसेल्फ फर्स्ट, गेट द स्किल्स फर्स्ट रादर देन जस्ट द एकेडमिक डिग्री. Sir, does a chartered accountant has a career in investment banking? Yes, there are a large number of CAs who work in investment banking. Sir, instead of maths, so any problem if I face if I take a SP? No, you will not face a problem as such. In case you have option of taking maths in 11th standard instead of secretarial practice, you take it. If you already taken SP, it's okay. Nothing can be done. So what is the scope of CFA? Tremendous scope in corporate finance, but it is after graduation. Can I do BCA instead of BCom while doing a CA inter? BCA and chartered accountancy do not fit with each other. Bachelor of Computer Applications, they don't go each other. Like I wear the dhoti and on top of the dhoti I put a blazer, it will mismatch. So that if I'm putting a dhoti, I must have kurta on top of it. So like that, it doesn't go well. यार ये रोहित जी को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या यार? अरे रोहित जी, आपको फी चाहिए, फी मिलेगी बेटा. वो बिटली का जो लिंक दिया है उस पे करो, अदरवाइज आई विल टू ब्लॉक यू. परेशान कर रहा है यार ये आदमी कब से. Which has a better job opportunity for CA or CFA? Both have equal. मतलब I have not seen a chartered accountant who is unemployed. I have not seen a CFA who is unemployed. So in terms of employment opportunities, both are equal. In terms of let's say salary, it will differ. Like majority people don't do CFA in isolation. They have some engineering degree or chartered accountancy, and then they go for CFA course. So since you have dual qualification, CFA may give you a higher salary than the CA course, because CA may be on its own. But we can't make a generic statement like this will give you higher salary and this will give you lesser salary in general. CA versus CFA. Sir, can anyone do a full-time investing and trading in a stock market? Yes, obviously open. You should have risk appetite. You should have enough capital. But remember, stock market is a game where you need a capital. You must have some regular business or job through which you create a capital first, and then that capital you can deploy and work for you. But if you're looking only for trading, there is an entry barrier, there is a capital requirement. So you must have that capital. It's like a business. So capital agar aapke paas hai और knowledge आप उसको equip करते, you equip that capital along with the knowledge, then you can think of. But I will not recommend only chartered accountancy. Chartered accountancy plus CFA course or CMT करके course होता है. So you can think of that CMT course. So if I first opted online batch and then I want to join face to face, yes, you can do that. Not a problem. Sir, what to do? Become a CA at the age of 21. What is this? You should be happy. If you become a CA at the age of 21, you should be happy. Go and have a foreign world tour. एक आधा foreign trip करके आओ, काम करो, job लगाओ. मतलब what to do क्या है यार? Sir, what are the passing levels for CFA? CFA has a level 1, level 2, level 3, 3 levels. Roughly, CFA course has a passing percentage of 25 to 30% at each level. So what is the scope of CMA in near future? CMA is good for manufacturing sector. If you're looking for manufacturing sector and you have good understanding of the products, or you are engineer, or you have some good understanding, then CMA is better. But a course is good. It's not a bad course. So right. So I think I have taken enough number of doubts. All doubts I have covered. So thank you, students. There are some irrelevant doubts also I answered. Thank you for patience. Please join that particular group. So I will share all the information about courses or the batches at Akathwam Academy for 11th standard for CA Foundation and other things. If you have any further doubt regarding courses, please ask on the respective WhatsApp group. Other in generic doubts, like there are some doubts about how do I do the technical trading, stock market trading. So obviously those are not answered out here. Thank you. Bye-bye.